So welcome to today's class. This is actually day one of MA2 crash course, crash revision course. Okay, let me just explain you about how it overall fits into that cost and management accountant and performance management hierarchy of the ACC papers we have. Okay, starting from the very foundation course that you did earlier, MA1, here is MA2, and the advance of MA2 is going to be F2 exam, and the advance of F2 is PM F5, and advance of F5 is basically advanced performance management, and all these papers are connected. They have a connection, strong connection. Okay. In all these papers, we study cost and management accounting and performance management. Okay, how to improve company's performance by having good planning, good control over the operations, and this is how you assess your performance, do your evaluation, and then in the end you get to know how your performance has been and what had been going wrong, and how you in future you can improve your planning process, improve your performance, so that our performance and our financial position, like balance sheet, income statement, can be improved. Our financial results can be improved at the same time. Okay. Format, as you guys know, the exam format, it's a 2-hour CB exam comprising of 50 MCQs, and there are also certain objective test questions, 2 marks each, 100 marks in total, automatically marked. All questions are marked automatically, and you get your result right there on the screen. You get, in case the question is right, you get 2. However, in case the question is wrong, you don't get anything. Okay, so it's must that you attempt all the questions, since there's no negative marking, and passing percentage is 50%. Okay, what type of questions we need to understand before commencing with the crash course? What type of questions are there? Multiple choice questions are there, where from 4 you have to pick your right answer from 4 options. Then there are multiple response questions in which more than one can be the right answer. For example, there could be 2 to select from 4, could be 4 to select from 8 options. An examiner will tell you how many to select. Then there are type of questions known as number entry. Okay, you have to input the number, like calculate the total cost, and there's a fill in the blank, there's a box kind of a thing. You need to input a number. There you need to understand the rounding rules for that. And then there are multiple response matching questions, where you have to match certain statements with the right response area, whichever is going to be the correct response area. Like there's one statement, and then there's, on the other hand, there's true and false. For example, that statement is false, you need to select false. And then there is another statement, and the options for that is true or false. You have to select, if it's true, you have to select true for that. So these are kind of multiple response matching questions. Okay, what are the syllabus areas here? In section A, there is, we need to understand the role of costing within an organization, and how costs are classified, how they are recorded, like cost classification by function, cost classification by behavior, fixed and variable, cost classification by traceability, direct and indirect, all those basics of cost accounting, so that you understand how to record cost, and how ultimately that will be used to value inventory, that will be used to set your selling price, that will be used for your budgeting, for your control, and overall for your performance. That will help you in making your performance statements, profit statements. And then explain and apply cost accounting techniques. 2 top cost accounting techniques, we already know that, marginal and absorption costing. So also you'll be able to calculate profit under absorption and marginal costing, how they're different, the whole process of absorption, starting from material, labor, overhead, towards marginal and absorption costing. And then same for how to calculate the cost for job, batch, and service costing is also included. also the process costing. That is basically based upon the absorption costing principle. Okay, and then this decision-making area in which CVP analysis is there, relevant costing, and then discounted cash flows is also there, and then this cash portion, and then variance and performance portion in the end. So overall, it touches all these areas in these category: planning, control, and performance, and also decision making that I missed out here. Okay. Okay, why students fail? They don't follow the comprehensive study plan. They don't understand the requirement of the question. Okay, the two things you need to identify: that what you have to do, whether you have to calculate what you have to calculate, or what are the statements all about. You need to understand the requirement. Okay, if you don't understand the requirement, you can't really answer it well. Okay, so you need to understand the requirement of the question and what is the verb and what is the object. You need to break the requirement to verb and object. For example, you need to calculate the total cost of a product under absorption costing. Uh, and it was a fill in the blank kind of a question, is kind of a number entry question. And here the action verb is that what you have to do, what you have to perform in this question. That's calculate. Okay, it could be determine, it could be any other perform, it could be choose. Okay, it could be any of the action verb, that what actually you need to do. And about what is your center of action, that is your object. So here object is total cost. You need to calculate the total cost of a product. Okay, under which costing technique? It's whether ABC, whether absorption costing, whether marginal costing. The ABC is not in MA2, absorption costing or marginal costing. So the costing technique is also there. You need to understand the requirement fully. And then there are decimal rules at the same time. For example, the answer was 11.2 and you didn't follow the decimal rules. It was, you need to enter answer up to 2 decimal places. So this would be a wrong answer. And you will lose your precious 2 marks. Got it? Here you were supposed to write 11.20 here. Okay. Okay. A quick revision of what is a price and what is a cost.